These are called literal equations. They can be a little scary because they have lots of variables in them, but they're called literal equations because, for example, like this one, it says F equals ma, or force equals mass times acceleration. They literally are equations that are used in like science and things, or maybe math. Like this one's perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. If I were to draw a rectangle, right, there are 2 lengths, length and length. That's how I make my cursive L. I know it's kind of weird, but and then W and W, width and width. Well, if I want to find the perimeter of that, I have to add those all up. And so you do 2 L's plus 2 W's, that's going to be your perimeter. These are just literally equations that occur in math and science. So anyway, with that said, to solve them, it's just about kind of rearranging where those letters go, and that's really all there is to it. For example, this one says solve for L, so we're trying to get that by itself, which means I need to move everything else to the other side of the equal sign. Well, let's start by moving this whole term over because it doesn't have an L. It's going to be 2W. We're going to subtract that over here. Then I'm just going to say P minus 2W equals, well, what's left? 2L. And what's going on between the 2 and the L if they're right next to each other? Multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? With division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And then you just leave it like this. It's going to be P minus 2W over 2 equals L. All right? You don't get an answer or a single number, but you get kind of what's left. And a lot of times when you use these equations in math and science and such, you'll have the other variables given to you so that you can plug those in and figure out what that rectangle's perimeter is or whatever. All right, this was one. This is a geometry equation. This is the area equals 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. You'll get to it if you're not there yet. Okay, we're going to solve for P. Basically, all this stuff is being multiplied on this side, so I need to move the others to the other side. I picked this one specifically because it can be a little tricky. Whenever you divide multiple things, you want to be careful to maybe just do it one at a time, all right? So let's start by just dividing by this little a. It's kind of a weird formula too. It has both a capital A for area and then a little a for what's called the apothem. It's a point in a regular polygon, but anyway, or not a point, a line, I guess. A over little a equals 1/2 times the a's cancel, so I'm just left with P. Now, this one in particular, if I were to divide by this 1/2 again, that is the same thing as multiplying by 2. Okay, so you could divide by 1/2, but remember when you have a fraction divided by a fraction, that's the same thing as flipping and multiplying. And so instead of doing this, I could really just take it times 2 over 1 if I flip that, which I prefer. Multiply something by 2. 2 over 1 is the same as 2. So I'm just going to multiply this side by 2. So 1/2 times 2 is 1. That's why it just cancels and leaves me with P. The other side, well, I'm just going to leave this as 2 times A over little a. And you can leave your answer as that. The perimeter is going to be that formula. All right, what about this one? D equals M over V. I think this is a science one. I don't know, I'm a math guy, but I should probably know what that one is. Density, maybe? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. All right, let's solve for V. Well, here, V is in the denominator, so I can't just move this M over in one fell swoop. I have to actually move the V first. So that's why I picked this one to do. So now I have V times D equals M, but the V is still not by itself. Our whole goal is to get the letter that we're solving for by itself, to get it isolated. So it's being multiplied. Now I can divide by D, and when I do that, now it's by itself. So this one actually took 2 steps, and V equals M over D. All right, last one here, force equals mass times acceleration. We're solving for A, nice easy one. You just have to divide by M. So kind of contrast between those two. This one took 2 steps. This one just takes 1 step. You get F over M equals A. So those are literal equations. You leave your answer kind of still with some of those other variables. You will have multiple variables in your answer, but it's probably going to ask you to solve for one of those, and this is how you do it.